I have a website and a YouTube channel as well. And if you read the back of my card, it says in short what the real problem is. It's not so much our elected officials as it is the staff. And the reason that nothing ever really gets done is in order for anything to get done, it has to be voted on. And in order for something to be voted on, items have got to be placed on the agendas. In this case, it's where you were, the Board of Supervisors. And the Board of Supervisors manager is in charge of this agenda. And he simply has not placed these items, in my opinion, on purpose, not placed them on the agenda to be able to actually handle the problems. But what it takes in order to place an item on the agenda, it takes 3 of our elected officials to get together and say, I think this is pretty important, let's put it on the agenda, vote on it, yay or nay. And instead of this taking place, the city managers and county managers across the board hold the keys to all of that. You hold the keys to the agenda, you control, literally. You're indirectly directing what takes place through the agenda. So what we really need to do is educate people on this and focus, make our voices loud to put these items on the agenda. So as many people as we can get to text in, pick it out front. And you don't so much target just one of them, you go after 3 of those supervisors and say, place it on the agenda. This manager is not going to do it. It's very clear. If it was going to be done, it would have been done. It's that simple. And the manager is the one who completely creates the agendas in all cases. So that's how we're going to fix this problem, is by forcing them to place this actually on the agenda. So that's what our rallies are going to be about, and that's what I want your help and anybody you can
But
get.
then are we going to be allowed to speak if it is on the
Absolutely. We're going to do all the above. You know what I like to do? Like in your case, the way they shut down public comment. What you guys actually did is pretty much what I talked about a long time ago. You create your own public comment. And if they want to shut you down inside, you do nothing but public comment outside and do it loud. So the media can pick it up.
Yeah.
Then the Board of Supervisors is going to say, okay, enough's enough. We better do something about this. The squeaky wheel will get the oil.
Yeah.
They do not want to deal with it. So if you're loud enough and it's a good enough cause, they are going to have a choice. And that is the way I operate. That's what I plan on doing with these people. They're bullies. You saw how this man treated you when you just tried to speak to him. This is what he does. He is a bully. He's not making all that money to walk out the door on you. And by the way, the mayor of San Luis Obispo, Erica Stewart, who you were talking, she was in that video. She could have actually confronted him. She got up and left the room. Our elected officials should be, they should be listening to you folks. The voice of the people and serving the will of the people. That's what they're there for. If they don't want to do this, they have no business being on.
Because honestly, homelessness, being in this situation, you realize the stigmas that are attached to it. Lazy, don't want to do this. I mean, obviously people think we don't want to shower because it takes them a week to fix our showers. I mean, you know, we're people that struggle.
They provided the showers and they're not.
Some of them don't. Indeed, said they're renting out for LA. It takes
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
And they had mobile showers here that Hope's Village had. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah,
From what I heard, they
didn't want to go to her because
they're having a court battle.
there's something like that.
you know, but it even comes back to the fire department. They volunteered for us to have fire hoses for free. The ones that they had to get rid of because they have to go every year, you know, reruns or whatever. So they're still working, but giving us ones for free. Had we had one, would we ask for one? That lady could have been saying.
Do you have them now?
Nope.
Still
And
not.
they still don't.
I got a fire extinguisher shot at the thing last night. It didn't even have a penny.
Yeah, because the gentleman's fire RV started.
Well, I'll tell you that the fact you slipped and fell here on this property, they're legally liable. I can get into that with you later.
I got an attorney.
The fact that they're not providing, adequate ways to stay clean. The fact that they provided this out here, have you in here, have you registered, you are tenants, you're guests here. And the fact you're guests here, they legally have to make sure all this stuff works.
Well, it's promises they can't keep. It's promises they don't.
Well, there's violations
Like,
that go with that by
that
every
food-
single person here per day,
The
per
food
violation,
storage. The
on a
food storage.
federal level.
Jeff said at one of those meetings that food storage for
Was up
fresh
and running.
food was up and running. It's still weeks away from being open.
They did just set out food out here from the pantry, but the squirrels are getting it and they're jumping up.
That is something that is amazing though. That food bank and the people. There's a gentleman that used to be out here. His name is Steve. He goes and picks up food. That saves people out here.
Now let me ask you something. And you being in the medical industry, you should probably know a little bit about this. Any type of restaurant, anybody who's going to serve food, if all of these things aren't up to par, don't they go in and fine them and shut them
Yep.
down and everything else?
Yep.
They cleaned up yesterday.
So why are these people so special?
The health inspector came yesterday.
Yeah, and they made a point of going around and making sure everything was cleaned, all the food was off the tables and everything before they came in.
Because these are no fines. That the liability is on them because they're providing this food. So they should, and that's why they don't want people out here to be able to film or talk to anybody because then there's proof of a plethora of violations that are taking place
And
that
see,
they
and
can
that's
be held
the thing that's
liable.
frustrating is because when something does happen, and whether it be somebody, my husband's, one of his tools got stolen. You know, it's like, can we see, like, he was here the night before? Oh, we don't have that footage. When it came down to George's fire, we had the gentleman back there in the ambulance, he had footage all in on camera. They took it, made him erase it.
Wait a minute, somebody else had footage and they forced him to erase it?
Yes, they took it and wiped it out.
Who took it?
Police.
The police took it.
They can't. That's an
They
illegal
did.
search and seizure.
Well, they did. And they erased his stuff off of it. And the gentleman that wasn't out here that brought
Who was it who had that video?
him, the one
In
in
the
the
red?
red ambulance.
I've seen that vehicle before.
Yeah, he
He
was
used to be
on.
parked up front, then he moved back here.
But, you know, the gentleman that.
And they went to him and made him give it up.
Yeah.
And did they tell him they'd arrest him if he didn't?
I don't know. I don't know that. I can't tell you. I
You know
can't go
his
into
name?
Jin.
Jim. Can you give him one of my cards?
I will.
I'd like to talk to him.
But you know, I mean, it's things like that, and
It's
that,
called an undercolor of authority.
well,
He's
and
using
the
their
problem is,
power.
the problem is the girl that had the gas delivered out here, which I can't say if it was hers to do that. I guess it just don't. None of it makes sense. Being out here, it just didn't make sense to us. But they weren't talked to about it. They weren't. She was supposed to be gone. She was kicked out 2 days prior, but they didn't kick her out. 2 days after she was supposed to leave, this lady that she didn't like, her camper started on fire out of nowhere. The lady didn't have propane. She didn't have a generator.
Candles, from what I understand, is what they said.
But when her camper went up, it was a boom.
Really fast.
It wasn't
I
a
have that
candle
on. I
burn.
think I have part of that on.
You have save some of that.
Just needs to give you something.
That makes some other information. from the man who filmed it originally.
Yeah, I thought so.
She was what, a capsule?
She was, when she was an intern here, she was beyond helpful. But then once she started, they hired her on, she completely changed. Like, my son started a talent fire, and I asked her, I said, hey, is there any class about, like, talking to him about that, to understand why he's doing it, you know, like, and, I confided in her, you know, and she told me I needed to have him evaluated by this lady, and I said, okay, I did that, and then she tried to say I needed to take him somewhere else. I was like, no, I'm not doing all that stuff, I just needed some advice, that's all. She turned me to health and services. He just came and did a welfare check on it. That's happened numerous times since we've been here. That's a way to get back at us.
You gotta watch out for.
How you gonna confide in somebody and somebody trusts you and then she told somebody said something to you guys and she's like, oh, why don't you go ask the city council member or something like that? Yes, she go ask them for a gas card because they split it. She's real passive aggressive, you know. There's a lady online, Betty's Butt Crack. Have you ever seen her on YouTube? Have you ever seen her videos?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, true.
Betty Butt Crack, remember?
Oh, yeah.
What's her name?
I can't remember her real name.
She came out here and she was a lady and she was filming from outside of outside the fence.
So I've been correcting myself through the years.
She asked her some questions and she kind of was standoffish at first and then she started talking to her. And she said that her son's missing and stuff. And she softened up, you know, and once they started talking and stuff, and then Jean Ann came up and said, who are you? You need to leave her, I'm calling the cops. Oh, it was crazy the way they interacted with them too. And then Jeff came up and she was like, oh, that's a nice BMW, what are you doing? Oh man, there's a lot of comments on her thing. What's her name?
Can't remember.
Tom Cruise's Kidman, something Kidman.
Oh, Katie Kidman.
Katie Kidman. If you ever get a chance to look at Betty Butt Crack up, she's all over town. Look at all the deer.
Yeah, she has lots of videos.
Is she? Okay.
Very,
Right to the right of the porta
And she's local here?
yeah, I think.
Nice.
She has lots of, she goes to different public places and she gets a lot of heat from it. But,
okay.
you know, it's like, this is public, why can't I be here? You know,
I get that
she pushes buttons, but it gets places, you know. I mean, she gets places.
I gotta check her out.
She gets answers, yeah.
Okay. Because we all need to come together on all this.
Yeah.
It's up to us, the people. That's no problem. We got this.
And, you
There's
know,
a lot more of us.
Before I was very hesitant to say anything, you know, just, you know, it's gonna happen. But being out here for over a year,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
It's not happening. So exactly what you said in that meeting is, hello, it's up to us, you guys. And we are doing it.
Yeah.
We really are. People are banding together all around the world, all around the country to take care of this stuff. But it's like, we're in a war.
It is.
You know, and the war's against us. And we're going, God, geez, okay, let's fight back. All right, thanks a lot, you guys.
Yes, thank you.
See if this will.
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. That'd be fun.
Open sights, I would use both sights in my bow, huh? I shoot them.
Oh, those deer. Deer. That's good.
Also, they would cart
Back bay.
back bay.
Yeah.
If you like halibut, that's early
Oh,
morning.
weird his face, it's like, oh.
That's a good spot to go.
Alright.
It's going off in Avila, too.
I have a lot of friends.
I was over in Port San Luis.
Yeah.
The water is real brown. Why is that?
Probably because where the debris meets the sea. They're having a lot of bait balls out there right now.
What?
Bait balls.
Oh, yeah?
And that's the time to go out there right now if you're fishing or anything.
Man, I love fishing, man.
And-
She would leave me once because I fished too much.
That could happen.
Expensive, and you go off the pier, you don't even need a license.
That's what I do.
Take the kids with you. They don't need
You
license.
got a 15-pound halibut in Port San Luis?
Nice. See, that's what you want right now.
How old are
Drake
you?
for halibut.
Here, stand up here a minute. Yeah. I'm still taller, right? Okay. All right. So I got another 6 months.